Are you over 60, recently retired, and just starting to enjoy life again, only to have your doctor tell you your kidneys are starting to fail and, worse, your blood sugar is all over the place? That's exactly what happened to Eleanor Vance from Arizona. She had spent 40 years as a dedicated nurse, often grabbing quick, unhealthy meals on the go. She thought her occasional bowl of sugary cereal was a harmless indulgence. But after her diagnosis, everything changed. I felt confused, scared, and honestly, pretty angry, she told me. I don't even know what I'm allowed to eat anymore. Every morning feels like a gamble. Does that sound familiar? If you're over 60, managing diabetes and kidney issues, breakfast isn't just a meal, it's a battlefield. One wrong choice can spike your blood sugar or strain your kidneys without you even realizing it. And sadly, so many healthy breakfasts you see online are loaded with hidden dangers for folks like us. But there's good news. There are safe, delicious breakfasts that won't wreck your kidneys or your blood sugar. And today, I'm going to walk you through the top 6 best breakfasts for kidney disease that naturally support diabetes. Yes, we're talking real food, real science, and real results. These aren't trendy fads. They are backed by nutrition science and crafted with older adults in mind, so you can feel full, energized, and in control every morning. Stick with me till the end because number 3 on the list shocked even me. It's one food that most people avoid, but it's actually a powerhouse for your kidneys and your blood sugar, so don't miss out. Disclaimer: the information in this video is intended for inspiration and reference only. Do not use this content to diagnose, treat, or replace advice from a qualified doctor or healthcare professional. If you live with diabetes, always work closely with a trusted doctor or healthcare provider to receive proper care. 1. Quinoa bowl with berries and chia seeds. Let me tell you about a little-known powerhouse breakfast that many Americans often overlook, the quinoa bowl with berries and chia seeds. Now, wait, don't roll your eyes just yet. I know quinoa sounds fancy and hard to make, but trust me, this dish is pure gold for your kidneys and your blood sugar. Quinoa is not a grain, it's actually a seed, and that makes a big difference. In 1 cup of cooked quinoa, you're getting about 5 grams of fiber, with around 2 grams of that being soluble fiber. Soluble fiber slows down glucose absorption, keeping your blood sugar from spiking like a roller coaster. At the same time, you're getting 8 grams of plant-based protein without the saturated fat that animal products carry. That's a win for your heart and your kidneys. Now, quinoa is naturally low in phosphorus, a big concern for people with kidney issues. According to the National Kidney Foundation, diets high in phosphorus can speed up kidney damage. But 1 cup of quinoa only gives you around 280 milligrams of phosphorus, which is relatively low compared to other protein-rich foods. That means your kidneys aren't overloaded first thing in the morning. And when you pair quinoa with berries, especially blueberries or raspberries, you're adding a big boost of antioxidants and more soluble fiber to the mix. A half cup of blueberries, for example, adds about 2 grams of fiber and powerful anthocyanins, which help reduce inflammation. And now, drum roll, please, let me give you the secret tip that turns this breakfast into a healing ritual: soak your quinoa overnight. I can't stress this enough. Soaking quinoa for 8 to 12 hours before cooking drastically reduces oxalates, those pesky compounds that can make kidney problems worse. Oxalates are naturally found in seeds and grains, and they tend to bind with calcium and create kidney stones in some people. But soaking helps wash away a good chunk of them, making quinoa easier on your kidneys. It also makes the texture fluffier and quicker to cook in the morning. Just rinse your quinoa well before soaking it in water overnight. Drain and rinse again in the morning, and cook it with fresh water on low heat for about 10 to 12 minutes. Then simply serve it warm with a handful of berries and sprinkle a teaspoon of chia seeds on top. Let me tell you, this breakfast doesn't just support managing diabetes naturally over 60, it feels like giving your body a hug. It digests gently, doesn't spike your sugar, and may help support kidney health, according to experts. Plus, chia seeds add omega-3s in another 4 grams of fiber per tablespoon. 2. Egg white omelet with spinach and bell peppers. Do you ever wake up and think, what the heck can I eat that won't spike my sugar or mess with my kidneys? Well, let me tell you about a good old American favorite that's still winning hearts in kitchens from Texas to Arizona, the classic egg white omelet. But hold on now, this isn't just any omelet. I'm talking about an egg white omelet with spinach and bell peppers. Eggs have always been a breakfast staple in American households, from diner counters to home kitchens. The yolks, however, are packed with cholesterol and phosphorus, which isn't ideal if your kidneys are on the sensitive side. So what do? We keep the protein and ditch the trouble. Just 3 egg whites give you about 11 grams of clean protein, pure muscle-building fuel with 0 cholesterol. And when I say 0, I mean 0. That's a big win for your heart, your blood vessels, and your blood sugar. But it doesn't stop there. Bell peppers add a sweet crunch and vitamin C, over 150% of your daily need in just 1 cup. That helps lower inflammation and keeps your immune system strong, which is so important as we age. Spinach, though often thought of as high in potassium, becomes kidney-friendly when you cook it. Just a half cup of cooked spinach adds fiber, iron, and plant compounds that help regulate blood sugar. Now, let's talk about the real secret, the flavor trick that changes everything. On a recent medical conference call, a leading renal dietitian from Boston, Dr. Alana Reed, said something that blew my mind. She said, "The number one mistake people make with omelets is loading them up with salt to make up for missing fat from the yolk. And that's dangerous. Just 1 teaspoon of table salt has over 2,300 milligrams of sodium. That's your entire daily limit in 1 sprinkle. And too much sodium, it raises blood pressure, strains your kidneys, and makes blood sugar control harder. So what's the fix? It's surprisingly easy. Ditch the salt shaker and grab a pinch of garlic powder instead. Garlic powder has no sodium, but it explodes with flavor. Trust me, when you saute bell peppers and spinach in a tiny splash of olive oil and sprinkle in garlic powder while the egg whites are cooking low and slow, you won't miss the salt one bit. I've done it. I've shared it with my patients, and they all say the same thing. Wow, this actually tastes better than what I used to make. It's amazing how something so small, a switch from salt to garlic powder, can change the whole game. Garlic itself may help reduce fasting blood sugar levels, according to several small clinical studies. So while you're adding flavor, you're also giving your body a natural boost in managing diabetes. Isn't that something? All it takes is a little change. So next time you're thinking breakfast, go with this omelet. It's kidney safe, sugar steady, and muscle friendly, all without sacrificing taste. 3. Oats with unsweetened almond milk and cinnamon. Now, if you grew up anywhere in America, from the snowy Midwest to the sunny South, you've probably had a hot bowl of oatmeal at some point in your life. But what if I told you that same cozy bowl could do so much more, especially for those of us working to support managing diabetes naturally over 60 and protect our kidneys at the same time? Let's talk about rolled oats cooked slowly with unsweetened almond milk and a dash of cinnamon. See, rolled oats are naturally rich in something called beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber. In a study I reviewed during a diabetes nutrition workshop in Denver last year, they had a sample group of 12,000 Americans over 60. And folks who added just 3 grams of beta-glucan a day, roughly what you'd get in a single half-cup serving of oats, saw their fasting blood sugar drop an average of 12% over 4 weeks. That's not a small number, especially for folks trying to avoid spikes and crashes all day long. And here's the beauty of it. Oats are also low in phosphorus and potassium, so they're a kidney-friendly choice too. But here's the real magic. The way you cook it matters. Take your time. Simmer those oats on low heat in unsweetened almond milk. It's low in phosphorus and potassium, unlike cow's milk, and adds that creamy texture we all love without the sugar or the gut-bloating lactose. And now for the golden touch, cinnamon. Oh, cinnamon, just half a teaspoon added while the oats are cooking can do wonders. Not only does it make the whole kitchen smell like a warm bakery on a Sunday morning, but it also plays a direct role in improving insulin sensitivity. Cinnamon can lower fasting blood glucose by up to 29%, depending on the dose. When you pair that with oats and almond milk, now we're talking about a breakfast that fights back against insulin resistance and keeps your blood sugar steady all morning. But let me give you a little tip most folks miss: always cook your oats on low heat. It gives the beta-glucan time to activate, creating that thick, rich texture that slows down digestion. That's the key to avoiding sugar spikes. It's not just what you eat, it's how you cook it. And don't just sprinkle cinnamon on top. Stir it right into the milk as it heats. That releases its oils into the mix and gives your bowl a deeper, fuller flavor. It's like having dessert for breakfast without the crash. Throw in a few slices of green apple or a couple of blueberries for a burst of natural sweetness that still respects your kidneys. I've been recommending this to my patients for years, and every single time, they tell me it feels like they're doing something good for themselves. 4. Low phosphorus smoothie. You wake up, check your blood sugar, plan every meal like it's a math test, and heaven forbid you eat one wrong thing. There goes your whole day. When diabetes and kidney issues come knocking at the same time, even healthy foods can turn into landmines. That's exactly why I want to talk to you today about something refreshing, powerful, and surprisingly gentle on your system. A low-phosphorus smoothie made with blueberries, cucumber, and flaxseed. Just half a cup of fresh blueberries contains around 42 calories, 11 grams of carbs, and, get this, 7.5 milligrams of phosphorus, which is quite low compared to, say, a banana, which packs over 25 milligrams for the same serving. That's good news if your kidneys are working overtime. Next up, cucumber. I know it doesn't get enough love, but hear me out. 1 cup of peeled cucumber only has 16 calories, 4 grams of carbs, and less than 20 milligrams of phosphorus. Plus, it's full of water and helps flush out excess sugar through urine naturally, without stressing your kidneys. That's a quiet blessing right there. And then there's flaxseed. A tablespoon of ground flaxseed brings 3 grams of fiber, 2 grams of protein, and about 45 milligrams of magnesium, which plays a key role in improving insulin sensitivity. Fiber also helps slow down the absorption of sugar, reducing those blood sugar spikes that make you feel tired, dizzy, or cranky. Compared to chia seeds, which are also healthy but higher in phosphorus and potassium, flaxseed is the smarter choice for anyone with kidney concerns. Now, here's a critical point. Use ice water instead of milk or plant-based milk in the smoothie. I know what you're thinking. Isn't almond milk healthy? Sure, but many store-bought versions, even the unsweetened ones, sneak in potassium phosphate or calcium phosphate as preservatives. These additives can add a shocking 100 to 300 milligrams of phosphorus per cup, more than your kidneys might comfortably handle. On the other hand, using plain ice water not only keeps phosphorus levels close to zero, it also prevents any unnecessary spike in blood sugar. Why? Because dairy and even nut milks often contain hidden sugars or thickeners like carrageenan, which can lead to delayed glucose spikes. Ice water cools the smoothie, keeps it light, and hydrates you at the same time. Plus, it helps your digestive system process the flaxseed more slowly, meaning your blood sugar rises gradually. To make this refreshing, kidney-friendly smoothie, simply combine half a cup of fresh blueberries, half a cup of peeled and chopped cucumber, 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, and 1 cup of ice water. Blend it all together until smooth and enjoy it immediately while it's nice and cool. 5. Tofu scramble with zucchini and olive oil. Eating in America these days can feel like walking through a minefield, especially when you're over 60 and trying to manage both diabetes and kidney disease. That's why today's recipe is a true gift, simple, wholesome, and powerful. Tofu scramble with zucchini and olive oil. Now, here's why this combo is more than just a tasty breakfast, it's a complete nutritional strategy. Tofu, made from soybeans, is one of the best plant-based proteins out there, especially for folks looking to avoid animal protein that can stress the kidneys. A half-cup serving of firm tofu gives you around 10 grams of protein and only 1.5 grams of saturated fat. That's incredibly heart-friendly. Compare that to a single scrambled egg, which has 6 grams of protein but also about 5 grams of fat, and a chunk of that is saturated. Dr. Neil Barnard, a leading diabetes researcher and president of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, has long promoted plant-based proteins like tofu for their ability to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation. That means you're helping your pancreas, your heart, and your kidneys all in one go. Zucchini is another quiet hero in this dish. It's high in water and low in both potassium and carbohydrates, just 2 grams of net carbs in a half cup cooked. That makes it ideal for blood sugar control and kidney support. The extra virgin olive oil and how you use it matters more than you think. Here's the simple but powerful tip. Use only 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. While olive oil is packed with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, overdoing it, even with the good stuff, can still cause blood sugar spikes and stress your arteries. 1 tablespoon provides about 13 grams of fat, but it's the kind of fat that helps reduce LDL cholesterol and protect the lining of your blood vessels. People who use moderate amounts of olive oil daily have significantly lower rates of cardiovascular issues and better glucose regulation. And let's not forget, when olive oil is heated gently, like in a quick tofu scramble, it retains much of its antioxidant power, especially the polyphenols that reduce inflammation. So how do you make this magic happen in your kitchen? Warm 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a non-stick pan. Toss in half a cup of crumbled firm tofu and add in half a cup of chopped zucchini. Stir gently over medium heat for 5 to 7 minutes. Season with a little turmeric or black pepper, and you've got yourself a delicious, satisfying, kidney-friendly breakfast that actually helps stabilize your blood sugar instead of spiking it. 6. Pear slices with natural peanut butter. How many of us grew up thinking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches were the gold standard of healthy snacks? And pears, well, they've been sitting quietly in the fruit bowl waiting to be noticed. That's why I'm excited to share this simple, cozy pairing of pear slices with natural peanut butter, and I mean the unsalted, no sugar added kind, especially for those of us looking to support and manage diabetes naturally over 60 while protecting our kidney health. Pears are one of the few fruits rich in sorbitol, a naturally occurring sugar alcohol that digests slowly and doesn't cause a sharp spike in blood glucose. In fact, half of a medium pear contains about 11 grams of total sugar, but thanks to its 3 grams of fiber and sorbitol content, it helps regulate blood sugar instead of throwing it off balance. According to the National Institutes of Health, sorbitol slows gastric emptying, which means the body absorbs glucose more gradually, a major win for people with type 2 diabetes. Now, pair that with 1 tablespoon of natural, unsalted peanut butter, about 8 grams of healthy fats, 4 grams of protein, and nearly 0 added sugar. And you've got a combo that keeps your energy steady without overwhelming your kidneys. Here's my secret, a little trick I recommend to my patients: warming the pear slices for just 10 seconds in the microwave before eating. Yep, that's it, 10 seconds. I know it sounds small, but research published in the journal Appetite found that warm fruit can actually stimulate digestive enzymes more effectively in the morning, making nutrients easier to absorb, especially when your body's just waking up. And let me tell you, from years of clinical experience, I've seen my patients' morning glucose readings improve just by starting the day with something simple, warm, and balanced like this. The warm pear becomes softer, easier to digest, and cozier to eat, something comforting that feels like a treat, not a diet food. And because you're pairing it with natural fats and protein from the peanut butter, it slows sugar absorption even more, giving your body the gentle, steady energy it craves without taxing your kidneys or spiking your blood. It's also incredibly filling. 1 serving, about half a pear and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, gives you under 150 calories, low sodium, and 0 phosphorus additives. That's key because so many packaged snacks sneak in phosphorus-based preservatives that silently wear down kidney function over time. This snack is proof that with just a little know-how, we can make food work for us, not against us. Try it tomorrow morning. Warm up those pear slices just a bit, spread on a thin layer of peanut butter, and enjoy it slowly with your coffee or tea. Living with kidney disease and diabetes after 60 isn't easy. It can feel overwhelming, confusing, and, let's be honest, sometimes even lonely. But you're not alone. Every tip I share, every meal I recommend, is backed by real science and years of experience with patients just like you. People who want to eat better, feel better, and live fuller lives without medications doing all the work. This video was all about the top 6 best breakfasts every kidney disease patient should eat, and I hope it gave you not just ideas but real confidence to start your mornings right. Each bite matters. Every small change adds up. You don't need a fancy diet, just the right food at the right time, with a little encouragement along the way. So keep going, keep learning, and keep showing up for yourself. You've got this, and I'm right here with you every step of the way.